Hi, pals, and welcome to See You Next Tuesday. Do, 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 do. Oh, here comes my cat. She's gonna jump on me. Come here. We'll see if she's nice in my lap. This week's topic is what time period we would like to live in. I would love to live maybe like Little House on the Prairie. Little House on the Prairie was one of my favorite books growing up. I loved it. I never really got into the TV show. Sorry. I didn't really like the things that they did. I really liked how they, like their adventures and the morals and all that crap. But I loved the stories about how they made things. Like, one of the ones I will always remember, and I even remember where I was when I read it. I was sitting under a tree in the summer, and I was eating Airheads, and I read this part of this book. And I can still like remember the raspberry Airheads, the way they taste whenever I remember this. But it was about the part where they went out and collected the snow and they poured like syrup on it. And they made these like it was this treat that they got every winter, and it was so amazing. And like I was like, I want to live there. I want this. I want to be so excited by these things, you know, the idea of like a snow cone in winter, you know, and they talked about how it melted and how it tasted, and just I will always picture it, and like the grandma made it for him or something, so it was like extra special. But I love the idea of like families, you know, working together to survive. And I love the idea of like communities working together, like the store, you know, like if you didn't have something, you know, someone else could sell it or trade it or barter it and you could make it work. I loved that. I totally loved that. And the idea of like if you wanted it, you had to work for it. I think I would fit in really well there. I also think I got lost in the mail and would have really liked to be a hippie in the 60s and like live in a commune and, you know, not do any drugs. 'Cause I'm a good girl, but to definitely, you know, protest. I think I'd have been a really good protester. I mean, nowadays it's like, so, I don't know. I just can't even deal with like politics and all that jazz. Like, I don't watch the news. Like, it stresses me out. But I feel like back then, I probably could have found some passion and, you know, ending, you know, protesting a war and preaching about love. And plus, the clothes were really cool. I'm totally into that. So I think, you know, 60s, 70s, I would have been pretty cool. I don't think I would have liked disco so much. But the hippie part of it, I think I would have really dug. I think medieval times would be really cool too to live in, except, you know, the whole like lack of sewer and stuff kind of grosses me out. You know, and the idea of being beheaded and, you know, and things like that. And dragons. Yeah, that seems stressful. But I like that I'm alive now. It's pretty cool. I think we live in a pretty cool time. It's exciting to see what will happen next. I mean, I bet my, you know, grandkids live on Mars, which I would be kind of okay with living in the future. I think that'd be kind of neat. Spaceships and stuff. I'm into that, so. Yeah, but I like it now. As long as my friends are here, my family, my cat, who's finally settled down. Oh, I mentioned her. So she's gonna freak out. I look so pale. So pale. It's like, filming at night is hard. Anyway, so I have been working really hard at the pumpkin patch. I don't know if I told my joke last week, but I'm going to tell it this week. I have been doing so many field trips and telling kids about pumpkins, and it's been fantastic. But I have a pumpkin joke. Are you ready for it? When is a pumpkin not a pumpkin? Give up? When you drop it, then it's a squash. Ba-dum-bum. I'm hilarious. Anyway, thanks for joining me here this week on See You Next Tuesday. Let us know what time period you'd like to live in. I would love to hear about it. And stay tuned for tomorrow with Midweek Meltdown. Capricorn. And I will see you next Tuesday. Charmy, say goodbye. Oh, don't pull up my pants. Say goodbye. That's all you got. Bye. I'd also think it'd be really cool to like live in outer space. So maybe in the future. I haven't seen my cat all day. I was at work and I was really busy and it was a really rough day. So I'm gonna let her sit with me if she wants. I don't care if it looks weird in the video. Oh, just my girl. This is like the worst video I've ever made. Oh, Charmy, do you love me still? Do you still love my voice?